I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link in a spectacular Friday afternoon as we take a look at, talk about a huge temperature range. Look at the low temps this morning. And take note of places like Taunton at 35 early in the morning. Watch this temperature recovery by the afternoon hours. 81 degrees, 80 in Providence. So in some cases, some locations actually warmed up 30 to 40 degrees from early morning to mid-afternoon over that 9-hour period. And that can be typical during the early autumn, where you can be pretty cold at sunrise and still warm up nicely during the afternoon. So get used to the low 80s because it's going to be around for the next several days. We're thinking now through at least Monday of next week. As we take a look at the satellite and radar composite, skies are clear all around. Just a gorgeous late afternoon and early evening. We're taping this as of 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see all of New England high and dry with clear conditions. We'll widen out the view. And, moisture, tropical moisture from once Tropical Storm Imelda still across the south, producing flooding rains, just a flash flood emergency in parts of Texas. So as that moisture continues, eastern third of the country, including here in New England, is fairly quiet. Umberto is gone, no longer a hurricane. It's remnants of that storm in the North Atlantic now. Jerry is the system that we've been watching now, looking at top winds, which have actually come down since yesterday. 80 mile per hour winds, moving west-northwest at 17. Still a ways away out in the Atlantic. Long-range forecast has the storm eventually making that curve back to the north and back into the open Atlantic by the middle of next week. Obviously, that would bode very well for the East Coast. But the one thing that we'll watch over the next several days is if that northward turn is delayed, and then it would make a closer pass to the East Coast. Right now, the forecast in the long range has it staying offshore, but we'll certainly keep you updated. Look at the high temps today. Oh yeah, summertime across a good chunk of the country, and that wedge of warmer air is going to be around for the next several days. So Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon, which ironically is the first day of autumn, all three of those days have temperatures that'll be in the 80s. The nights will be in the 60s, so the next several nights should not be as cool or as chilly as what we've had. Take a look at the hour-by-hour forecast starting off this evening, and we'll take you through the overnight. You notice the temperature is cool, but not nearly as cold. So 6 o'clock in the morning, rather than 35 degrees, it's in the upper 50s. Plenty of sunshine getting to work, and look at the unseasonably warm air by mid-afternoon, somewhere in that 80 to 84 degree range inland, and 70s at the beaches. And your Saturday evening, Saturday night looking good, clear and mild. Again, not as chilly. 11 o'clock Saturday night, temps are in the 60s. Gorgeous stretch of, kind of summer-like weather. It's not extreme. It's not hot or oppressive, but it is very warm now through the early part of next week. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Also, keep in mind the high surf advisory at area beaches and the coastline is still in effect through at least the evening hours. So be mindful if you get any plans late in the day, early in the evening for a swim. The water's still warm. Take care. That's it. We'll talk to you soon.